Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to do a low carb version of stuffed bell peppers. Low carb because we're going to use a low carb marinara sauce, and we're going to use, of course, meat, ground beef, and bacon, which is low carb, along with cauliflower rice. I used a frozen Green Giant rice cauliflower bag, and that really helps to cut down the carbs in this meal, and it's so delicious and so simple to make. Just as great as using regular rice and sugar-full spaghetti sauce. Our spaghetti sauce is going to have only 5 carbs per serving, which is wonderful. It's excellent for low carb and keto. So if this is your thing, follow along, and we're going to get started right now. Start by browning 3/4 pound of ground beef in a skillet with a tablespoon of seasoning salt. Drain your ground beef in a strainer when done. You will also need to chop 4 slices of bacon and fry them in a skillet until they're nice and brown. Now that the bacon is nice and crisp, we're going to add back our 3/4 pound of ground beef that we had draining in the strainer. And we're going to leave the bacon fat in here to make it really flavorful. Do not get rid of your bacon fat. We're going to mix this all together, throw in our half chopped onion, and let all the flavors marinate together. Make sure you turn it to a lower heat. You just want to cook the onions at this time about 3 to 4 minutes just to get them soft, but you don't want to overcook and dry out your bacon and your ground beef. While your ground beef mixture is cooking, you want to get a large pot, fill it with water about halfway, and put it on high on your stove. We're going to chop our peppers in half, take the seeds out, and we're going to parboil them for about 3 minutes in this boiling pot of water. That softens them up a little bit before we put them into the air fryer. Okay, I have chopped the peppers. I cut them in half. Not sideways. I cut them in half from stem to bottom so that we have a wider base to work with when we go to stuff them. So now I'm going to add this to the pot of boiling water for 3 to 4 minutes and let them parboil and soften. Now that the onions are nice and soft, I'm going to add in a half a tablespoon of garlic and a little bit of pepper. You measure it however much you like. Not too much, I would say. And give this a nice stir. And we're going to get started on our cauliflower rice, which you can see from the ingredients. We have a frozen bag of Green Giant riced cauliflower, which takes about 5 minutes, 45 seconds to microwave. So yes, we are cheating. We are going to microwave that. Then we're going to mix it in here. We're also going to throw in our Rayo's marinara sauce. We're going to heat things up, and then we're going to add them to our peppers, top them with cheese, throw them in the air fryer, and we're going to be in for a yummy treat. The reason I use the Rayo's marinara sauce is because of the carb content. We have 6 carbs here, less 1 dietary fiber, leaves 5 net carbs per serving. So this is a wonderful low carb alternative, especially compared to regular spaghetti sauces. So Rayo's homemade marinara, there's different flavors. This is the first one I've tried, and I really enjoy it. Okay, in goes our marinara sauce. The full jar. And next we'll add our cauliflower rice. I had to use my glove for this because this bag is so hot coming out of this microwave. Toss that in, mix it up, and we're going to add a little bit of salt. Give it a nice stir. And at this point we can turn the eye off because the sauce is warm. The cauliflower just came out of the microwave, so it's very hot. So there's no need to keep cooking this. Mix it in really good. And we're going to stuff our peppers. So when I said stuffed peppers, I really meant it. You want these bad boys overflowing. It may seem kind of messy, but guess what? The more stuffing, the better. And after all, we're making stuffed peppers. Now they are topped with cheese. I added mozzarella cheese and a little bit of Colby Jack to give it some color. Now I'm going to add these to the air fryer. Okay, let's preheat our air fryer. We are going to put it on air crisp. And when we put it on air crisp, it defaults to 390, so we're going to leave it at that. And we're going to put it on 12 minutes. So it may not take that long, so 12 minutes give or take, but we're going to keep an eye on them as they cook. Okay, I managed to get them all in without the disaster, without spilling them everywhere, so be very careful with that part. And let's get it started. We set it for 12 minutes. We'll just keep checking them. Okay, we're just over 9 minutes in. Let's check them out and see how they're looking. Oh, delicious. Look at that cheese. Oh my goodness. Okay, based on this, I'm going to do 1 more minute and then we'll be done. We'll take them out and we will grub. 1 more minute has gone by. We are done. We're going to turn these off. So it took about 10 minutes instead of 12. All right, guys, these bad boys are done, and we are going in hot for a taste test. I decided on the yellow pepper just because it's pretty in yellow. So let's see what we're working with. That ground beef and the bacon. You can never go wrong with bacon, first of all. But the marinara is delicious. The peppers are tender. I'm going to go in 1 more time for y'all because this is always my favorite part when I watch someone cook. Oh, you got to taste your food. You guys are missing out if you don't make these. So hurry up and do it. Let me know if you like them. If you don't like them, let me know also. But either way, please hit like, hit subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll know that whenever I upload any new videos. All right? Thanks for joining me on Gigi's cooking journey, and I look forward to cooking for you again.